Our film critic, Jim Hunter, is here, and he's going to introduce us to an awards program I'm guessing most of us know very little about. It's the CCA Documentary Awards. This is new to me.
Well, this is something that the Critics' Choice Association has been doing for a few years now. There's a separate group of critics that work in the documentary nomination committees, and they have produced this award show where we're awarding the best documentaries of the year. And so I thought we'd talk about the best picture nominations.
Well, let's do it. But I want to ask you a question. Are these also, can they also be candidates for an Oscar?
Yes, many of these will be
this is
included in the Oscars. Yeah, but this is for the Critics' Choice Association, which is separate from the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences. My Academy of Awards voters are sort of a different group of people than the critics who are voting on the best documentary.
Now we know. All right, what are you liking in this long list? It's a very impressive one.
Yeah, this is all of the documentaries that have been nominated for Best Documentary. We'll talk in detail about a few of them, but Aftershock, The Automat, Descendant, Fire of Love, Gabby Gifford's Won't Back Down, Good Old Oppie, The Janes, Moon Age Daydream, Navalny, and Sydney are all of the Best Documentary nominees. The ones that I'm sort of going to highlight here are the ones that I really enjoyed, and perhaps the ones that I'll be voting for in certain categories.
And so they are in categories. It's not just documentary and that's it. It's documentary.
There's Best Narration, Best Director, Best Editing, Best Nature Documentary, Best Short Documentary. Instead of talking about all of those, I thought I'd just present the Best Picture awards. Going to criticschoice.com, you'll be able to see all of the other awards that are available as well. The first one that I do want to talk about, though, is Aftershock. This is a really interesting documentary. It's available right now on Hulu from director Paula Islett, and it's the story of maternal mortality in black communities in New York City primarily, as well as at one point the film goes to Tulsa, Oklahoma. One of the things that a good documentary does is take a disturbing statistic and humanize it, and that's exactly what this film does.
Well, and it's an important topic we've heard so much about, so it is top of mind for people as well.
Yes. The second one is less kind of deep and less sort of socially aware, but no less interesting. It is called Fire of Love. This is the story of Katya and Maurice Kraft. It is directed by Sarah Dosa, and it is the story of two volcanologists who fell in love and went about studying volcanoes. Some of the cinematography in this film is absolutely breathtaking. Really close-up shots of volcanoes, and it's also about their relationship. This is unavailable right now on I think it's trying for a theatrical release, so it might be released in theaters a little bit later on in the year.
Fascinating.
And it's Miranda July does a fantastic narration. Maybe I'll be voting for that for best narration.
Just a tip. All right, Jim, we have 30 seconds, my dear.
Navalny is on HBO Max, and that is the story of Alexei Navalny, who is the candidate running against Vladimir Putin in Russia. He was poisoned, and this tells the story about the leading up to his poisoning and what he does afterwards. Really interesting, kind of like a spy movie, but as a documentary.
Well, and all three of those, so different, but really compelling. Would love to watch, and I'm sure more on the list. So thank you for your Critics' Choice Award documentary preferences. We'll see. Coming up on the 13th, right?
13th, yes.